So today's topic is influenza. Influenza, commonly referred to as the flu, an infectious disease caused by RNA virus of family Orthomyxoviridae. It affects birds and mammals. The common symptoms are chills, fever, sore throat, muscle pains, severe headaches, coughing, weakness, fatigue, and general discomfort. It may produce nausea and vomiting, particularly in children. Now, regarding problem statement, it is truly an international disease and may occur in pandemic in every 10 to 40 years due to major antigenic changes. In between pandemic, epidemics tend to occur at interval of 2 to 3 years in case of influenza A and 3 to 6 years in case of influenza B. The periodicity of epidemic is not regular as seen in cases of measles or whooping cough because several strains of virus may be in simultaneous circulation. The peak of epidemic reaches in 3 to 4 weeks before tending to decline. Attack rate is varying from 5 to 10% in adults and 20 to 30% in children. The unique feature of epidemic are the suddenness with which they arise and the speed and ease with which they spread. Now comes to the epidemiology regarding agent factor. It is pleomorphic type of virus. It having 4 types: influenza virus A, B, C and D. There is no cross immunity between them. All known epidemics are caused by influenza A and B strain. Influenza C strain generally cause mild illnesses and influenza D strain primarily affect cattle and are not known to infect or cause illness in human beings. Type A virus can infect birds, animals and human beings, and type B and C virus only infect human beings. Now type A, it causes moderate to severe illnesses and it affects all age groups. Humans and other animals also affected by type A virus, as I told earlier. Type B changes are less rapidly than type A. It causes milder epidemics and it affects humans only and primarily it affects children. This is a picture of orthomyxoviruses, that is influenza virus. Surface, basically you see on the surface neuraminidase and hemagglutinin, that is important. Now influenza A virus, it is source of seasonal influenza epidemic and all pandemics, and influenza B and C virus, it infect human only and do not cause pandemics. Influenza A virus has 2 distinct surface antigens as shown in picture. Hemagglutinin, that is HA, causes agglutination of erythrocytes and also attaches the virus to human cells, and neuraminidase, that is NA, it is responsible for the release of newly formed virus from the infected cells. There are 18 different hemagglutinin subtypes and 11 different neuraminidase subtype yet detected. While there are 198 different influenza subtype combination, only 131 subtypes have been detected in nature. The serotypes of influenza A virus based on antibody response that have been confirmed in humans ordered by number of known human pandemic deaths. They are H1N1, which causes Spanish flu in 1918 and swine flu in 2009. H2N2, which caused Asian flu in 1957. H3N2, which caused Hong Kong flu in 1968. H5N1 which caused bird flu in 2004, H7N7 which caused unusual genetic potential, H1N2 epidemics in humans, pigs and birds, and other are H9N2, H7N2, H7N3, H10N7, H7N9 and H6N1. At present, 3 types of influenza virus are circulating in the world, that is influenza virus A H1N1 and influenza virus A H3N2 and influenza B viruses. Now influenza A virus is unique among the viruses because it is frequently subjected to major and minor antigenic variation. When there is sudden, complete or major antigenic change, that is called shift. When the antigen change is gradual over a period of time, it is called drift. Shift appears to result from genetic recombination of human with animal or avian viruses, and it can cause a major epidemic or pandemic. In antigenic shift, 2 or more different strains of a virus combine to form a new subtype having a mixture of the surface antigen of 2 strains. And antigenic drift is the natural mutation over time of known strains of influenza which may lead to a loss of immunity or in vaccine mismatch. In this picture, that is shift and drift. In shift, sudden change, green to red, and in drift, gradual changes in color. So, in drift, gradual changes occur due to point mutation in H and N. It occurs in both A and B viruses. And shift, it occurs through reassortment of genes. It is sudden change, explosive spread it causes, and it occurs only in influenza A virus. Now, different types of antigenic shift. How virus jump species? It may be direct jump, as in case of bird flu. It may be adaptation, such as from birds to other mammals and to human beings, and there may be reassortment, as in case of swine flu, in which bird virus, human virus and pig virus, there is a recombination of genetic material. Now, drift involves point mutation, as I told earlier, in the gene owing the selection pressure by immunity in the host population. Influenza B virus shows less antigenic changes, and influenza C virus is antigenically stable. The influenza A virus can be subdivided into different serotypes based on the antibody response of these viruses. Now, reservoir of infection. Major reservoirs are animals and birds. Some of them include the major H and N antigens related to human strains. There is increasing evidence that the animal reservoirs provide new strain of influenza virus by recombination between the influenza virus of man, animal and birds. Now, source of infection, it may be a case or subclinical case. Infective material, respiratory secretions. Period of infectivity, it ranges 1 to 2 days before and 1 to 2 days after the onset of symptom. Regarding age and sex, in general, the attack rate is lower among adults. Children constitute an important link in the transmission of chain, and the highest mortality rate during the epidemic occurs among certain high risk group in the population, such as old people, generally over 65 years of age, children under 18 months, and the person with diabetes, chronic heart disease and kidney and respiratory ailments. Human mobility also as important factor for transmission of disease. Immunity, subtype specific immunity, it provides. Antibodies to H neutralizes the virus, and antibodies to N modifies the infection by preventing the release and spread of new viruses. Now, regarding environmental factor, the seasonal incidence is striking. epidemics usually occurs in winter months in northern hemisphere and in the winters or rainy season in southern hemisphere. Attack rates is high in closed environments like school, cinema, theater, hostel, etc. Overcrowding enhances its transmission and incubation period is 1 to 3 days. Mode of transmission as respiratory secretion in the form of droplets and droplets nuclei. Now, epidemiological features, there are few epidemiological features which favors the pandemics, such as antigenic variation, that is shift of the virus, specifically influenza A virus. There is short incubation period, sudden onset and rapid spread of disease, spread by droplet infection mode, universal susceptibility because of new strains of viruses, large number of subclinical cases, short duration of immunity, absence of cross immunity and lack of effective vaccine. Now, what are different clinical manifestation of influenza? Symptoms can start quite suddenly 1 or 2 days after infection. Usually the first symptoms are chills or a chilly sensation. Symptoms of influenza may include fever and extreme coldness, cough, nasal congestion, body aches, especially joints and throat, and fatigue. Headache, irritated, watering eye, redness of eye, skin, especially face, mouth, throat and nose, and there may be petechial rashes in some cases. In children, gastrointestinal symptoms such as diarrhea and abdominal pain that may be severe in children with influenza B virus infection. What are different complications that may be seen? Otitis media, pneumonia. Other complications are otitis media and pneumonia are common complication, and other complications are acute sinusitis, purulent bronchitis, dehydration and worse of chronic medical condition such as congestive heart failure, asthma or diabetes. Now come to the prevention. For prevention, avoid close contact. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. When you are sick, keep your distance from others to protect them from getting sick too. Aerosol spread the virus in any environment. Stay home when you are sick. If possible, stay home from work, school and errand, that is short journeys, when you are sick. You will help prevent others from catching your illness. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue when coughing or sneezing. It may prevent those around you from getting sick. If you don't have a tissue, cover your mouth or nose as best as you can. Clean your hands. Washing your hands often will help protect you from germs. Hand washing proved to be best procedure in preventing of majority of the communicable disease. It is best method. Clean hands save you. Every time clean your hand, you cough or sneeze. Hand washing stops spread of germs. Alcohol based gels and wipes also work well. Avoid touching your eyes, nose or mouth. Germs are often spread when a person touches something that is contaminated with germs and then touches his or her eyes, nose or mouth. Practice other good health habits such as get plenty of sleep, be physically active, manage your stress, drink plenty of fluid and eat nutritious diet. Unnecessary migration of people from epidemic and endemic area to be reduced. Healthy habit reduces the attack. Now comes to the treatment. Plenty of rest, drink plenty of liquid. It is the basically main treatment for any kind of viral disease. Paracetamol to relieve the symptom of fever and muscle aches. Two neuraminidase inhibitor, that is zanamivir and oseltamivir, are available for prophylaxis and therapy of influenza A and B virus. Now neuraminidase inhibitor, oseltamivir, trade name is Tamiflu, and zanamivir, trade name is Relenza. Halt the spread of virus in the body. It is effective against both influenza A and B. Now regarding doses, oseltamivir is 75 mg per day for prophylaxis and 75 mg twice a day for 5 days for treatment. Zanamivir administered by inhalation, that is 10 mg dose once for prophylaxis and twice for treatment. What is current recommendation? Current recommendation, influenza A should be treated with zanamivir or a combination of oseltamivir and remantadine, and influenza B can be treated either with oseltamivir or zanamivir. Now dose schedule for oseltamivir, that is Tamiflu, it is according to body weight as well as according to age. If age is 1 to 2 years or body weight is less than or equal to 15 kg, then therapeutic days is for 5 days, that is 30 mg BD Tamiflu should be given, and for prophylaxis it is also for 5 days, that is 30 mg OD dose should be given. So for treatment BD dose and for prophylaxis OD dose. Body weight 15 to 23 kg, age is 3 to 5 years, and therapeutic dose for 5 days is so dose schedule. So dose schedule for oseltamivir according to body weight or age. So less than 15 kg or age 1 to 2 year, therapeutic dose is for 5 days, that is 30 mg BD, and prophylactic dose for 5 days but 30 mg OD. So all prophylactic doses are for 5 days, but it is should be given OD, that is once a day, or therapeutic dose for BD, that is twice a day. So less than 15 kg or 1 to 2 year 30 mg, 15 to 23 kg or 3 to 5 year 45 mg, 24 to 40 kg, that is 6 to 9 years 60 mg, and more than 40 kg, that is 10 to 12 years and above, adult dose is 75 mg. Therapeutic dose is for BD and prophylactic dose for AD. And for infants, that is less than 3 months, 12 mg BD should be given for treatment, and for prophylaxis no recommended unless situation judge critical. 3 to 5 month infant, 20 mg BD dose should be given for treatment and 20 mg OD for prophylaxis. 6 to 11 month, 20 mg BD, 25 mg BD for therapeutic and OD for prophylaxis. Now comes to the influenza vaccine. Influenza vaccine, it is most vaccination program use inactivated vaccine. It is available in India, also known as flu shot. Dose is single inoculation of 0.5 ml for adults and children more than 3 years and 0.25 mg for 6 months to 3 year children. It should be given, it may be given intramuscular or subcutaneous in person below 9 years of age with no previous immunological experiences. 2 dose at 4 to 6 weeks interval is required to induce a satisfactory antibody level. But the immunity lasts for 6 to 12 months and revaccination on the annual basis is recommended. Another vaccine is live attenuated influenza vaccine. It is trivalent, live attenuated. It administered as single dose nasal spray. It is also known as flu mist. It is recommended for healthy individual between 2 years to 49 years. What are contraindication for live vaccine? As a general rule, inactivated attenuated vaccine should not be administered to people who have a severe allergy to chicken eggs, people with a history of anaphylactic reactions or any life-threatening reactions, people with history of severe reaction to influenza vaccine, people who develop Guillain-Barré syndrome, that is GBS, within 6 weeks of getting an influenza vaccine. Thank you.